I have an affiliated woodpecker that has adopted me here, and it's really something to hear this loud bang, 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 and it's not a person knocking on your window. These things are important. And then the other nonprofit that I think maybe we're more interested in talking about now is an organization called the League of Women Bassplayers. And we are a 501c3 nonprofit that was incorporated in September of 2021. So we are a little over a year old, and we are going to be holding our inaugural online conference this January 12th through 15th. Now, if you have a share screen, if you can pull that up and show people the website, yep, so they can check it out and see what we are about. Our mission statement is essentially to encourage and promote women bass players to be competent technicians, intelligent leaders, and prolific activists. It's sort of a three-prong event. Website address is lowbinternational.org. So if you look it up that way, you'll find us. lowbinternational.org is our address. And you're welcome to contact us with anything, anything you'd like to say. It is truly an open platform. We are concerned with the next generation. We are open to everyone. However you define yourself, you have a home, you have a place with us. And if you go to the About Us section, the next one over, we stated at the very beginning that we welcome moms, daughters, aunts, grandmothers, dads, sons, uncles, and grandfathers to join us. I think that just about covers everyone, however you want to express yourself. And we love the low notes, and this is what we believe. We believe that women deserve greater recognition of their contributions to society. And we play contrabass, string bass, bass guitar, bass ukulele, guitarron, and gut bucket, anything that's a bass instrument. And there's a local bass player you might all know and love there, working with some kiddos. Another member of our local. And our history is that we began as a social media chat group, short history, in June of 2019. We incorporated in September of 21. And in January 23, we are having our first conference. And this conference is basically the organizational structure. We're showing you the possibilities. 4 days of people from all over the world, 2 watch parties, one in Australia, the other one in South Africa. Just a lot of fun and a lot of pertinent information about what it means to be a professional musician. So let's go to the conference. And let's go to, yes, the theme. So this first ever event, Artist as Entrepreneur, will provide an opportunity for female bass players to showcase, share, and connect with others globally. Our conference theme is Artist as Entrepreneur, our purpose, our challenges, our possibilities. We will plunge and I do mean plunge, into the authentic experience of what it means to be an artist in today's society and how to flourish and prosper in that truth. So that is 3 days of activities, events, presentations, panels, and then on the 4th day, so if you would go to the, let's go to the schedule. Yeah. On day 1, we're going to have this, the days are centered over 3 main panels. And we're going to start off right away with the future of music education. How are we trained and taught and immersed in the art of passing music and sharing music? And that is surrounded by a recital by Susan Hagen. And we are going to have a dinner event. I'm not quite sure how the Big Easy dinner is going to line up at this point, but it will be a social event not to be missed.
So not on,
and then,
not virtual dinner, but in person.
Well, it's five in this context. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So, so we'll be learning about other people's cultures and what people are doing in their time period. And so it might be 5 o'clock for them, but it might be 3 o'clock for you. We'll see. And then reading more, the schedule, if you would click on number 1 again, on the read more, so we can get the outline. And you will see that everything's broken down hour by hour. So that's what's going on. And the conference, the online portion goes from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there is a prime time for everyone else who is on different time schedules. But we had to set the schedule to Eastern Time so everyone has a focal point. And then from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m., you'll have 24-hour access to those who are registered to recorded events or anything you'd like to see again. And if we have permission from the presenter to record the live question and answer, then you will have access to that also. And the whole time, you're welcome to send in questions and comments, and, you know, it's open to that. So that's the schedule for 3 days. And then on the 4th day, if you go to day 4, because this is important. It's all wonderful, but I think day 4 offers us something very, very unique. And day 4, we are going to have some representatives from the San Diego local of the American Federation of Musicians. They confirmed a week ago, addressing the conference, because we are going to have all possibilities of what it means to be a professional. And they are going to be with me on a town hall meeting discussing the future of Low B, where we're going to have chat rooms, and we are going to talk about main questions, concerns, celebrations, whatever it takes, so that we come out of that town hall with a platform, a guideline of what we need to do, what we need to embrace and what we need to let go of in order to be successful entrepreneurs and artists moving forward.
Mm.
And that is everyone's input. Everyone who resonates with the mission statement.
Mm.
And that is a very important time, day 4, and it is at the most universal time for everyone, which is 9 a.m. It's a time on the planet, 9 a.m. Eastern time, where everyone is in some, it might be the next day for some people, but they are in an awake mode. Mm-hmm. So that is the conference. And let's go back to, well, who's going to be there? So let's go to conference over 1. And yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Question.
Yeah.
Just kind of previewing day 4 of this. If you're looking at people in Australia and South Africa, what are some of the kind of anticipated common themes that are going to be talked about kind of globally for this?
Anticipated is, what exactly are people doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. What are the working conditions? Basic questions that you would have at a local level, but then you add them together and see, what are the requirements to be a busker in one area of the world as it is the other, or is it even called busking? Is this something that people do? So I guess it would be translating, to answer your question, translating what you do on the local level and seeing how that relates or translates on a global scale. Does that make sense, Brian? That's what's anticipated. Now, the lovely thing is, we don't know what'll happen. And that's why we're doing it.
Which is sometimes when the best things come out, so.
Yeah. It's sort of like cooking with adding a pinch of this and a pinch of that. But we're all pretty good cooks. So there's a high anticipation that the end product will be something that I call is on the border of our imagination. It's just going to expand us that much even more.
Amazing.
It really is. It really is. Let's go to the presenting artist. Yeah. Presenting artist. We have Ariane Kapp, wonderful bass player and publisher of textbooks. Anna Huthmaker, who is from Atlanta, has a wonderful shop here in Atlanta and is just an incredible mind. This is a person you should know, especially in the Atlanta Union. She's known all over the world. So get to know your people who are known all over the world who live here too. Brittany Frompovich, who hosts a wonderful website show through the fabulous Corey Brown's No Trouble bass online website. And she does a series called Wonder Woman on the Bass. She's going to be doing a presentation on building a pedal board. The incomparable Laura Payne, who's one of our board of directors, and she is an electric bassist based in and acoustic bassist based in San Diego. We'll keep on going. Some of our luthiers, thank you. Ellen Morris, the world of how we make the instruments that we play. We're having two presentations on that. Gwen Forrester, Anna Marie Runco, Hannah Main. You keep scrolling because I can't read all these. Yuji Fujimoto, Jordan Davis, the Lutherers, and then Jordan Davis is going to be on the starting career panel, And then Mark Burnett and Nina Burnett, one of our, this is father and daughter, something very unusual in the Western performance world. Of course, in the oral tradition, everything being passed down, this is not such a unusual thing. But in the world of competitions and everything, father and daughter, and they lived in Atlanta for a short time, Atlanta local people. And Nina has just won one of the most prestigious, the Bach competition of all instruments. She just won that 2 days ago. And I have an interview, special granted permission from Mark and Nina. So it's an exclusive that we have here at the conference. And Mark, of course, was a winner of one of the first, a finalist in one of the first international double bass competitions on the Isle of Man in the late 1960s. So that is a wonderful, wonderful interview that we have planned for you. Keep scrolling because I can't remember everything that's going on here. Lisa Dowling, I think, is going to be doing music therapy. Heather Miller-Lardon is going to be making a presentation on Baroque bass techniques that entrepreneurs would be that they should know so they can expand and be versatile and work in these ensembles. Brianna Goldberg, a luthier, a student of the wonderful Lynn Hanings, and anyone who plays a bass has definitely picked up a Hanings bow at some time in their life. Just a wonderful musician. Whole way from Scotland, May Halliburton, doing a caricature on Bessie bass, and the incomparable, my girlfriend, Marion Hayden, constructing jazz, walking bass lines. Laura Hermas, who is a physical therapist, is going to be talking about back issues, which is something that I think is important to all musicians, but especially to people who play heavy instruments like the bass and the electric bass, and instruments that really take a physical toll on the core. Then we have Miranda Hill talking about commissioning music. Antonella Mazza, an Italian bassist living in Paris, who is one of our early female electric bass icons. Alison Briggs Pattison, she is an Aboriginal, an Australian Aboriginal that does music and healing. Jen Perrow, another electric bass legend. Lauren Pierce, keep going. Mary Ann McSweeney, talking about doubling, she is an active Broadway bassist, talking about playing both electric and acoustic bass. Missy Raines, bluegrass bass. Madeline Sklar will be there in support. I think she has to leave medical issues with her family. Vicki Vaughn, an upcoming bluegrass bassist, going to show you all the basics of that wonderful art form. And a vibrational medicine practitioner who it's a very short interview, and it's for those of you who are really in the twilight zone of, if you're out there in the borders of the imagination, this goes beyond, and it's actually in the emerging science of vibrational medicine, which again, in the Western world, it's an emerging science, but in other cultures, non-Western cultures, this is everyday happenstance that we actually use. We're all frequency, and we run on different vibrations. And so you have the aesthetic of seeing something that is beautiful and functional in healing our bodies and making us vibrate at a higher frequency. So she
Maybe we lost Jackie. Jackie, are you still there? Well, let's see if we can get more information on.
Non-traditional
Sorry, Jackie, we lost you there just for a second.
I'm out in the woods. I'm out in the woods.
When is Kay gonna be presenting?
It's a tape. It's 20. You have 24-hour access. I just turned my picture off. You have 24-hour access. There's a section where there will be tapes that you can play all day, back and forth. And she is quite a real deal. It's something else. How it's basically frequency, but we use the Western scale. So she's basing on the chromatic scale and how certain tones, like C, what is it? C526 is the C above A440.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's, well, anyhow, what we call middle C. She doesn't say this. This is Jackie talking from reading various books of people writing about frequencies, is the harmony of love. It's a frequency of love. I've always wondered, well, why are they calling that middle C? I know it's functionally, it's in the middle of the piano, but it has to be another reason. So that's just conjecture there. This conference has a lot of, here is what I'm doing. And there are many people who deal with the facts. And I'm one of those people who deals with, the imagination. So I think they're all legitimate. And that's what this one is about. So there's something here for everybody, and not all of this is for everybody. But I think we've covered all the bases. So one more thing on going on the conference, the panelists, which are a little bit different. Yeah. Oh, can I put my picture back on again? You won't lose me?
No, I asked if that was an intentional pun.
It could have been. That's how I rolled, Brian. That's how I rolled. Just a picture of that. So, and whatever you see as the answer, then that's the answer for you. Mary Jo, that's how I call her. Mary Jo Papich is the chair of the Future of Music committee, and she is a very well-respected administrator. She was the former past president of the Jazz Education Network, and I think this is a panel that really is the rock stone of why we're getting together, so we can create the atmosphere of what it means to be an entrepreneur and enjoy that in the way that you feel is success to you. On that panel is Crystal Ribone, Gail McCormick, keep on scrolling, Galen McCormick, sorry Galen, Susan Cahill, Angeli, Buddha, Marion, and I think there's one more. Yeah, Arian. So Arian, stay, don't move. And then our next one, I couldn't think of a better head. On day 2, our panel is Artist as Entrepreneur, and Brittany Frompovich is just, it doesn't come any better at making a unique way of expressing art. I mean, look at the purple hair, guitar. She's just really amazing at how you're putting people together. And on that panel, scroll down a little bit, we have people who have done this. Jordan Davis, Miranda Hill, and Lynn Haining. So we have basically people move down one more. I think I might have one more as artist as entrepreneur. Could you scroll down a little bit more? And that's it. There's somebody else on that panel. Oh, there's a woman from South Africa. I can't remember her name right now. Peterson is her last name. So I'm still updating the website, and I have to give that to the technical person to do so. But that is an amazing panel because these are women who are out there actually doing and organizing and making it happen. Well, they're all making it happen. Then we have a very interesting panel on total wellness, which we integrate, like this is the functionality with people who are physical therapists like Lauren Hermas, and then the psychological part or the social part like Mary Halliburton with what she does with Bessie Bass, working with little kids, babies, sort of like that through 5-year-olds with the kindergarten music process and just getting people in touch, especially little children and their parents. It's very interesting what she does. And then the spiritual side with Allison Briggs Pattison. And then we have a PAGE panel, which is an acronym for dealing with gender equality, and our multifaceted everywhere expert Tracy Rowell will be heading that panel, and it should be an interesting time for all. And that's certainly a place where I guess it's sort of the session where you express concerns, and then we'll look for ways that you can address those concerns. But all we're doing is expressing what's out there. And in no way are we saying we're dogmatic and saying this is the answer. We're saying it's out there, and here's what some people are doing, and it's open for you to choose what you would like to do, if anything. And then on the last day, we really want you to come and speak what's on your mind so we can leave this conference with the strongest possible platform to move forward in our quest to create a better society through music.
Low-B International.org is the website, and you're listening to Jacqueline Pickett. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you so much for going over all of this. And the League of Women Bassists is not just for women, it's for everyone. And as Jackie has made poignantly clear, we need everyone to move forward, to move forward together. Just curious, Jackie, what does the membership look like? How does that work? And for folks who maybe are interested.
Switch over to the membership tab and keep scrolling down. Okay, membership is open to all who resonate with our mission. Let me read that again. Membership is open to all who resonate with our mission. We are offering a 6-month membership with your conference registration. It's that easy to join. Register for the conference.
Amazing. And then, of course, some social media icons here, too. You're on Instagram, Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Of which I'm fortunate to have a wonderful IT staff because I know nothing of any of this. But
yeah,
they do. That's why I have to read the website.
Well, it's a beautiful website. I love the photos, and just the layout is very clean. It's a beautiful, well written, it's very clear. And for any instrumentalist, especially bassists, but really for any instrumentalist, I personally resonate as a saxophone player, having something hanging around my neck a lot of the time with the physicality. One of the panels Jackie mentioned with health and wellness and taking care of our bodies. But this is just awesome. Thank you, Jackie.
Well, thank you, Aaron and Brian, for allowing our organization to make a presentation through the union website. That is just fabulous. We really appreciate it, and we hope to see some people from our union at the conference, and just looking forward about how organizations like LOBE and the AFFM can move forward.